Hey guys, and welcome to Aussie Reviews. Today I'm checking out the Olight Warrior 3S. Now this torch here, or flashlight, depending on where you're from, you'll know it by different terms, is brand new from Olight. Now there's been a few in this series, but this is the latest one. So this is it in the box. I thought I'd do the unboxing first. I'll show you what comes with it, and then we'll talk more about the torch. So we've got the torch itself, a manual, the USB charging cable, and a holster. So the torch itself is a tactical looking flashlight. Now it weighs 176 grams or 6.21 ounces, so not that heavy at all. The length of it 139 millimeters or 5.47 inches exactly. The thickness of it 29.5 millimeters or 1.16 inches. So you'll be able to use a lot of standard flashlight attachments for rifles to be able to fit this light if you want to use it for obviously tactical use, or perhaps you prefer this over a larger light like the Javelot Pro or something along the lines of that for your hunting needs. So it is quite a nice looking torch. I do like the look of these. They've just got a nice grip to them. On this one, it's not as aggressive at the front, so it's a little bit more comfortable, carrying in your pocket. You've obviously got the pocket clip there, which you can take on and off. At the back, we've got a switch, and it is magnetic. So, if you put it up against steel, it will stay upright, and that can be very useful when you're using it, underneath your car or something like that. With the front switch here, you can toggle through the different brightness settings. You can also basically put it into the strobe mode as well by triple clicking on it. And I tell you, just right now, the strobe mode is ridiculously blinding. So for those people who are looking for something like this as a defensive tool, it certainly doesn't disappoint in that department. The waterproof rating on this is IPX8, so fully submergible. I haven't had any of the Olight products fail in that regard, even when I've just put them, into water. It's 1.5 meter drop resistance, or resistant, I should say, and it's got a 300 meter throw. Now, once again, the advertised throw that I find with a lot of torches, light gets out there, but if you're looking through an optic or even just with the naked eye, you're finding it pretty hard to see at that distance. But we will test this in this review. Now we've got 6 modes. We've got the strobe, the moon, low, medium, high, and turbo. So if you look on the back of the box, you get all the different modes and the run times and everything like that. So that's an easy reference guide. But without boring you too much, the turbo mode pumps out 2,300 lumens, and that goes for about 2.5 minutes continuously, and then it'll drop down for 160 minutes to 800 lumens. So look, the high mode is 800 lumens anyway, so if you just run that without going on to turbo, you've got 166 minutes of runtime. So, for me, I'd probably use it on high. I find a lot of these torches, I don't really use too much on turbo unless it's for a specific purpose. And if I do use turbo, I won't run it continuously, for its advertised time. I'll turn it off before then, and then I'll use it again so I get that same amount of time out of it from there, if that makes sense. The battery and brightness indicators are at the front here, so you've got 4 levels, so they just illuminate. When you're going through the modes there, you can see brightness levels, and then obviously your battery level there. So it's a really great feature there. I do like that feature that they've got on some of their lights now. It's also got the proximity sensor, so as you come in close, say to your hand or a wall or something, it does drop the brightness down. So that can be handy in some situations, although I do find you've got to be fairly close to the object before it'll pick that up and drop the the brightness down. So like all Olight products, pretty much 5-year warranty, made in China, so they are very competitively priced. The price on the Olight Warrior 3S at the time of doing this review, they've got a 40% off sale. So normally they're $179.95, but you can pick them up by clicking the link in the description below on YouTube here for $125.97. So guys, like any of these sort of discounts that we offer, I don't get money back for it. It's just a discount for you guys. So please click the link and you'll be able to save yourself some genuine money on any of these products that I do a review on at the time of their flash sale. So anyhow, let's get out on the farm. I've got to wait. The sun's just starting to go down. I'll have to wait a couple hours. We'll get out on the farm and then I'll show you what this is like in real conditions. Okay, so we'll start the review here with it on turbo mode, and I've got a little rimfire gong there at just over 100 yards from where I'm standing. So as you can see, it's picking it up. So if you were going to take a shot, you could see that. Now we'll bring it back. So now we're in high mode, which is the 800 lumens. So once we start going out to about that 100 yards, we probably will struggle on the camera with the focus there. But, if you're looking through an optic, you would still be able to see something at that distance. But practically, using this as a firearm mounted light, I really wouldn't be going over that distance. As you can see though, it does illuminate quite a bit of an area. And this would be my preference to use it on the high mode, because obviously you're going to have almost 3 hours of continual runtime, which is just fantastic. 166 minutes on 800 lumens from such a small torch is pretty impressive. So now I'm just showing you the strobe mode, okay? Now this is ridiculously bright, and this is showing you from the user's end, not from someone who would be copying this in the face. Like honestly, it would be absolutely blinding. I have tried it and you can't see a thing when this is on strobe mode and you're looking straight into it. So as a defensive tool, definitely, it has some use. Hank's going to be blinded now running into this, that's for sure. So I'll just show you walking around with it, because this is probably the main use that people are going to be using the torch for. This is on the high mode, so it's just insane. Like the amount of light that comes out of this compared to years gone by with smaller torches, this is just streets ahead. So then if I was to go up to turbo, even more. I mean, look at that. The tree up there is 100 yards away, and the amount of light that this throws around is just really impressive. So this is on the low mode. So, you could still use this, but obviously, just to see what's immediately in front of you when walking around. We'll go up to medium. Medium throws enough light as it is, just to be able to walk around and look around in your immediate vicinity, whether you're camping or fishing, for example. This would be absolutely ample, and obviously you've got some tremendous runtime with this. So if you're working on your ute, your car, something like that, if you've got some steel there that you can put the base of the torch onto, as you can see here, just on part of the tray, I've just got it basically hanging off the bottom there. And, there's more than enough light there to be able to work with fixing a puncture, or if you did have to, change a wheel or whatever, you've got that as well. That's another practical application of the torch. Okay, so what I want to show you here is the pressure switch, okay? You don't even have to take the tail off the torch. All you do is push it there, goes on with the magnet, then just push down and that clips into place. So just holds securely. Then you just hit the pad and obviously it goes on. Very simple. You've also got the magnetic mount, firearm mount, so you can use that with this torch and the pressure switch there. So if that's the solution you're looking for, they've also got that available. So what I want to show you here is a proximity sensor. So as you approach, you'll see it drop. Okay, so about there. Okay, then back up to bright, drop. So that may be of use more so for I guess perhaps military operators or something like that. If you're going into a room and you start to approach a wall and you don't want that bounce back. It could also be used, for when you're camping. So say for example, you're using this torch just around the campsite, but then you're getting closer to an object, whether it be the side of the tent or, you're cleaning up something after you've had dinner. As you get a bit closer, you've just got that automatically sensing the proximity of something solid, and dropping the brightness down. Okay guys, so I'm going to wrap up my final thoughts on the Olight Warrior 3S. Honestly, I can't really fault it. I mean, what do you fault with a torch? It either works or it doesn't. All the added features to it just make it even better in my view. So, you know, I like this style of torch over, you know, like a Javelit Pro, for example, for something compact, you know, around the campsite, or if you're going fishing or something like that. You want something that's a lot smaller and more, I guess, user-friendly. Each torch has a different purpose. So for what this is for, you know, whether you're mounting it on a firearm, you're taking it with you when you're going camping, or like I say, fishing, you know, you want something that you can just easily put in your pocket, or, you know, have in a tackle box or something like that. And I mean, look at it. I mean, it's so compact, yet it just packs a hell of a punch with the amount of lumens that it pushes out there. Yes, the turbo mode only lasts a certain amount of time, but the thing is, that's continual use, so you can turn it on and off, and you can get extended life, I guess, out of that turbo mode. But the brightness in the lumens that these torches punch out nowadays, I mean, you could just drop it down to, like, for example, this one to high, and have 800 lumens, you know, that's lasting almost 3 hours at 166 minutes of continual use. So, you know, for me, I just find that just, you know, amazing. And being able to just, you know, recharge it, you're not having to change batteries or anything like that, just makes this torch and other torches like it just an absolute godsend in my view. So yeah, I'm really happy with it, guys. Like I said, take advantage of that discount that I've got for you guys. Jump on, you can save some serious dollars on this torch and other Olight products at the time of doing this review. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. So till next time, we'll catch you then.